There's clutter and chaos hidden throughout my kitchen, so in order to take something like this and turn it into this, I'm going to have to do some deep declutter, and so that's what we're doing today in the kitchen, a big declutter so that I can get rid of all of this.
I'm getting rid of it. Stop it, Karen. Get rid of it.
Truth bomb, this is what my kitchen looked like this morning, so before I can declutter and organize, I just got to do the basics. There's just no way around it.
I can put these in. Wipe down the counters. I got this. All empty and ready to be filled. Took about 15 minutes, so not at all bad. This is my water cup. And then here I have my list because sometimes I think of ideas while I'm working, so I want to be able to jot them down as I think of them so I don't forget. And then of course my phone, and I have some cleaner here in case I have any counters, or not counters, any cabinets that need to be wiped out. This drawer is going to be last because we do use this stuff, but I don't, obviously this is a mess. I'm hoping that as I clean out cabinets, I'm going to have empty spaces, and then I can be getting some of that stuff out of there. That's what I'm really hoping. So we'll see how that works. Yay! I love it when things fall. Because we have like 12 of these, I don't need these older ones. This is going to be our first declutter. Yay, decluttering! I'm torn about these as I haven't been using them, and they're for produce. Not quite sure what to do. I'm going to hang on for that to them in the short term because they're kind of expensive. I feel like I don't need, well, berries, grapes. Maybe I don't need as many. How about if I keep this one? Maybe I'll get rid of one. That's a good start. I'll get rid of one. This one. Because I already have one that size. Do I? No. They're expensive. But the big ones I don't use as much, the ones that are like this size. I want to keep this size. I'll keep one this size. I'll keep this small one. I'm going to get rid of this big one. So here is my decluttering pile. So there it is, all dusted. I do keep a liner down. So the only place that got dusty was like the edge of the liner. And then these do stack. Or do they? Okay, I have it wrong. Put the shallow on the bottom. And then the little one can fit inside this one. Okay, that's how I did it. That works. And then this is an overflow glass, so I'll put that up here. These are bowls that I do love. I have one more. It must be in the dishwasher. I'm going to put the glass behind the bowls. And then these dry erase markers, I definitely use them. They're always falling down, which drives me crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the pink one and the purple one. I'm going to declutter these and this. I'm going to put this where my pens go, and I'll just have to go get it when I want to use it. Actually, I just had a better idea. This is like in real time, Karen making decisions. I'm going to put it here, and I think I want to get another tray for this extra little stuff. So I'm going to measure today, and I'm going to go out and buy a tray that goes here. So here on my list, to buy 1 silverware tray. All right, so now I can actually put that here. So you can see, like, there's nothing behind here. So there's some space there for storage. So there's like refrigerator storage, these bowls that I love. this cup that's like an extra that we do need sometimes. And then here's our regular bowls. I would love to replace these glass plates and bowls, but that's not going to happen today. I love these. My girls love these, although I do use these. I have 2 of them. I'd love to get rid of them, quite honestly. They're old, but we're not ready for that yet. I might get some bigger ones of these at some point, but not today. No money for that. So I'm happy with this. And there is some space up here for some baking items. I could even bring these down to here, but I have 3 of them, and I think maybe, oh no, maybe that would work. All right, so I could put some tools we don't use often here. This does not need to be done. It has already been done in another video you might have seen. So it's holding steady, and I'm happy with it. This one, this is a big old daggone deal. So yeah, we're gonna empty this out. As you can see, it's the one under the coffee pot. This is where I keep like Rubbermaids and such. And it's always a mess, and I really do want to just replace all of them. This is where the water bottles are kept, and I need to take all of these out, put them on the dining room table, and then everybody needs to tell me which ones they want to keep. 3 out of 4 of the girls have bought themselves Stanley cups, so I kind of feel like they don't need another water bottle, so I just need to make sure. And actually, I think Rachel actually keeps her water bottle in her room too. So it's quite possible that I just need to keep one for my husband and one for me, and that is it. And honestly, I feel like I need a new one. I don't even like any of the ones I have. A water bottle. It's actually a blender bottle. A microfiber cloth. Just give it a little dust. There's nothing that could have caused spills or anything sticky in here. So, see, these are the ones I want to replace. There's actually nothing wrong with these 2. The lids fit. I do seem to have an extra lid. Do I? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then this. I guess that's not so bad, is it? I was watching Kimmy Cope, and she said that when you see the white, does the camera pick that up? There we go. See the white? She was saying with those, obviously it starts with scratches, but that white could be mold. So this one is really bad. Any of these that have the white, see, I do put them in the dishwasher, and I think the dishwasher scratches them, but honestly, I was a little bit at peace with, as soon as these were worn out, get rid of them. I don't love them. So I'm going to look and see which ones do have that white. Get rid of those. And their matching lids. So you can see a difference. This one is scratched, but it doesn't have the white. So, how many did I keep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 5 lids. Make sure we pick the ones. 2, 3. It has a tomato stain. My hair. 4. 5. All right. So these are decluttered. We'll keep these for now until I've purchased something better. Everyone's going toward the glass these days. I don't think I'm ready to spend that kind of money. This bento box does get used. So, put the fork in it. I like having spaces that aren't crowded. You can't see good in there because of lighting, but you get the idea. Alright, so these are going to go probably on the dining room table eventually, but for now I'll put them on the island. Or maybe they'll even go in a box. I even had an organizer, see? Best laid plans. This is a little dirty, so I'll give it a quick clean. You know, that's not really the goal, but if I see it, I just kind of need to deal with it. 2 extra seconds. Maybe 10 extra seconds. Stuff drips down from the coffee area is what happens. Look at that dust. So let's just take care of that. Now this one, a brand sent me, and it is a really great idea because it has a fan on the top, which apparently needs a battery. It has a fan on the top, but my problem with it is if this was metal, this would be the perfect water bottle. So it has a fan that you can use, and it has this straw. But the problem is because this isn't aluminum, your water gets warm. So to me, and it even had a little water filter that you put in, and it had a replacement filter. But to me, if it's hot enough that you want a fan, it's definitely hot enough that you want your water to stay cold. So I'm going to ask Rachel if she wants hers. I had one for me and one for her. And then I'm definitely going to declutter one of them. So I'll declutter this black one that is in the box. And then the girls are going to have to pick out which ones they want to keep from this pile, and everything else will go. Oh, this one is mine. So it's going to go. It's honestly, it's too small for me. The rest, the girls will have to look at. I've been at this for about 35 minutes. I am officially hungry, so I'm going to make myself some apple and cinnamon oatmeal. While this cools enough to eat, going over the coffee pot this time, or the Keurig, to tackle this shelf. So this is a waffle iron, which I need to actually use. And then, you know, there's going to be some things. This is like baking. And then this is a shaker bottle that I'm going to get rid of. I'm just going to pull out the little metal shaker because my husband does use his shaker bottle, which is here. This goes with a shaker bottle I have on my island right now, so that can all go together. Boy, I feel like I don't have the blender bottle this went to. So this will just go in the trash. There's a mess there. Don't look at it. Okay, so now that I have this straw, and this is like a little cozy, it all goes with this bottle my sister gave me. I can get rid of this because I don't use 2. I hope what this video shows is I'm taking this very slowly and methodically. I'm not trying to rush because this is exhausting work. I feel like a kitchen is tough because there's a lot of fantasy items. Like we used to bake a ton of cakes, but we're really not doing it anymore. But these are in perfect condition. So it's not just fantasy Karen, it's fantasy everybody else in the house, even if they're only going to use it once a year. And then it's so funny because I had just said to Robin, we need to get rid of these. And then he was using one of them to store his homemade tostita shells, burrito shells. So what I think I'm going to do is just keep one of them. But my point is, this could actually upset people even though they're not going to use it. We make cakes so seldomly, and this was for a layer cake. That's why I had several. But honestly, I'm at a point I would rather get disposable ones for the one time a year that we make a layer cake, which honestly, it's not even one time. The last time we made a layer cake was when my son got engaged And they've been married for 3 years. When Christian got engaged, we made a layer cake. I think that's the last time. Again, this is a cake stand, which it doesn't even have a cover, so you don't want a stale cake. So I'm going to get rid of that. This, I believe, goes with this. So I will keep the bigger one, and I will get rid of the smaller one. So compromising with myself a little bit. And then this is for my rice cooker. Goodness. Again, rice cooker. My Vitamix blender, which this has never even been opened. And then this, I know I don't need to keep that. I feel like these recipes and such would be online, and we haven't used it. I'm going to get rid of that. The Vitamix one I'm going to keep, even though I've never opened it. And I'm going to get rid of the instruction manual for the rice cooker because we use the rice cooker. We know how to use it. So these will go. This will stay just a little bit longer. I don't know what is in here. Actually, a blender is a blender. I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it. Stop it, Karen. Get rid of it. When in doubt, toss it out. This I'm keeping. You put it over a pie crust so that you don't burn the crust. This I want to get rid of. It's so darn heavy and it's so annoying to clean. So I feel like we either need to get a lightweight tin one or we would get disposable ones. And honestly, instead of muffins, I'm more apt to put a muffin recipe in something like this. And again, cupcakes I might do once a year or twice a year for a birthday. This I'm trying to get rid of, but we do use it a lot. So I'll keep that. I'm going to keep the bread one because I do love it. This I use for a gravy boat, so I'm going to keep that. I might move it though. Let's think about that. And then KitchenAid. Oh, look at that. What is this for? Is it a cover? That makes no sense. I'm getting rid of it because I don't think I've ever used it. Here's another Stanley cup. Whatever. Getting rid of that. Pie plates. I make pies Christmas and Thanksgiving. And this year and last year I bought pies. So these are going. The only time we would possibly do it is if we were making a quiche, which we hardly ever make quiche, and I can get a disposable pan for the one time every 5 years we make quiche. Here's the thing about a kitchen. If everything fits in there, you might be blind to how much you have and stuff you need to get rid of. Now this is more of a baking cabinet, so this would be a good place to put some of the stuff in that drawer. All right, this I'm going to keep. I don't like how it fits, but this is the best we got right now. This I'll keep for my husband's burritos, because I love him. And then this can go here. He likes his shaker bottle to go in here, so maybe I'll put that there, that there. This annoying thing, I think this is going to move too. And this, you have no idea, this is a big deal that I'm getting rid of this. I used to sell Pampered Chef, but it was like 30 years ago. So picture that I've had these things for like 30 years and they're not broken. That's just amazing. The declutter pile, she is a growing. It is a funny thing that I've really been in denial because things fit in my kitchen. I wasn't thinking I had a lot to declutter, so I'm pretty shocked, honestly, and it feels really good just to have open spaces, even though I kind of have a plan to fill them already. So I think my oatmeal, shut the cupboard, I think my oatmeal is now cool enough to eat, so I'm going to take a little break, eat my oatmeal, and then we'll go through this. This is a huge issue. I don't know that there's anything I can do about this because everybody's very attached to their cups, although this should leave. I think I'm the guilty one that put it with the mugs. Actually, this might actually leave because it makes sense that you would put it with that, but we're just going to have to see. So these are the things I might need to find a place for. This little buddy, as soon as I get it off the cord, will be an extra shaker.
Oatmeal breaks over, and I was thinking, I think he can handle it if I move these up here, because then that makes this a baking shelf.
All right, these are disposable K-cups, and they're getting used. These are what you use when you're out of disposable K-cups if you want coffee that is ground. I honestly don't think notes of dark cocoa and caramelized sugar. I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of this, but I'm going to check with people first. This one says notes of cocoa and baking spice. I don't know. I'm going to ask. These I thought I was out of, so that's good. This is the precious. We don't get rid of this. Then this must be the ground coffee my husband is drinking in this, because that looks like something he would do. This is almost gone, so I'm going to throw it away. This I think gives me a headache, so I'm going to light it and see if it bugs me, and if it does, I'm getting rid of it. And this I know my husband loves, so we'll keep that.
I'm going to put this with the water bottles to see what people think. Oh, I know. It was actually the caramel I thought we were out of, which we are. But I didn't have the blueberry. Okay. I have room for these since we're out of caramel. I don't think we even have a coffee pot that uses filters, so I'm going to put this with the water bottles to ask my husband. This, you know, we don't use it much, but when you need it, you need it. Now, I don't have to push things so far back, which is nice. Okay, coffee pot. And Nicaraguan coffee. This coffee. I mean, look at all that blank space back there. It's a happy occasion. Now, whoops, don't be crooked. It needs to look perfect for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? All right, now let's work on this one. This one I am just skipping because I know I can't. I've tried so many times, so it's just gonna stay there. All right, I just put some of these in my little holder. I only have 2 left, so I can at least get rid of the box. It really helps me not to get tired if I go slow. Oh, this, okay. There's hardly any left here. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't think anyone's drinking it. Oh, look, 2 buttery caramel. Oh, 1 buttery caramel and 1 blueberry. Holiday chai. What's this? Oh, my husband uses this sometimes. It's a super concentrated coffee. Expires next month. This is soothing caramel bedtime. That's good. This is so yummy, and I get it on Amazon. It's very expensive if you get it like in a coffee shop. This is sugar-free vanilla syrup. I really should use this sometime. 1 cup coffee splash. I've never used it. I don't even know why we bought it. It expires in May, so I should use it. This is my monk fruit sweetener. There's not much in here, but I do want to keep it in this container still because when I refill, I refill. This looks new. This is my husband's. I should probably get a bigger box since not all of our stuff fits in here. March 2026. We go through definite tea phases. October 2026. I'll ask my daughter first. We haven't been doing, this is when we were making our own, I can't remember the name of the Tivana or something. Well, yeah, that Starbucks used to sell, and they don't sell it anymore, which is sad. Alright, so we're going to get rid of these random ones on the bottom. This little medicine thing, don't need that. This was a no thank you, so it's going.
So we got Sweet Dreams, chamomile, soothing mint. I need to have some of this. I love that stuff. Peppermint, which is most popular tea in our family. The Celestial Seasonings, Raspberry Zinger. This for when you're desperate, smooth move. Chamomile and lavender. Ginger aid for the tummy aches. Wild blueberry. Honey chamomile. Soothing caramel bedtime. Cinnamon. Regular Lipton. So these two can go in the back since they're in a box. And this goes like so. Actually, I'm gonna give this the priority, and then that can go back there. I just spilled all my cinnamon tea. Cinnamon tea is a black tea, and so it does have caffeine in it, which is one of the reasons I like it. Lipton also has caffeine, at least the one we bought. This is chai holiday tea, Coffee Mate, that vanilla, and the concentrated coffee. Oh, I forgot my monk fruit. I'll put the monk fruit with the black tea because that is when I use it. Alright. Yvonne likes cremora in her coffee. Blake. And then these can go right here until there's room in my container. And this trash. I'm happy with this. I might just put that. I'm tired and I need to hydrate and rest. So I'm going to give myself 15-20 minute break and then do the drawers, which is the part I was a little nervous about. So it's good that I'm taking a break now. Okay, back at it. Before I go any further, I'm going to box up the things that I've decluttered so far because I want to have the kitchen island to deal with the drawer of mess. I'm going to put the stoneware by itself in one because it's so heavy. Also, you've probably already thought of this, but it's a good idea when you're using boxes that came to your home with items shipped to go ahead and remove your own personal address from them. I will need to go through this box and throw away any box, like any of these plastic ones that have the white marks. But for now, I just want it out of the way. Leo is taking a snow day from supervising. All right, who is ready for this? All right, this is getting to my head now. This is going to get decluttered. Woozy doesn't really know how to supervise, but he was afraid he was missing something. So yes, I do disinfect before I actually use this island, just so you know. But I know for a lot of you, turn away, turn away. This needs a quick vacuum. First thing I'm going to do is pull out any measuring cups and my measuring spoons. It really wouldn't kill me to get some new ones. But in the meantime, we can be content. That doesn't go in here, nor does this, so I'll put those away. These can get thrown out because whenever you buy medicine, it comes with the medicine. I may want to buy a container for this stuff, but for now, we're just going to put it in here and then kind of see how I feel about it. Or I might hang them, I don't know. But I first need to decide if this works. All right, next would be cupcake liners. Which we do use. You know, not gorgeous, but it works. Or maybe you just take them out. How about that? I have to remember to show everyone what I've done, because sometimes what happens is I do these things and then no one can find anything. Here is my other gravy boat. I like this one because it separates any chunks since I do make homemade gravy. This is gonna go in my we'll see pile because I decided to move my other gravy boat. So we'll see if we end up putting it here or over there where we just were. All right. This little random guy I feel like could go with the Rubbermaids, since that's kind of its category. This could go with the cupcakes as well as the sprinkles, although I half think to put it on the door of my pantry, except I have a lot there already. This would need a total reorganization in order to be able to put other things here. I forgot this. This definitely is a measuring cup, so we'll put it in the back. For now, just for now, we'll put the food coloring here since I have the cupcake stuff here. And we'll put the jimmies here, which is what we call sprinkles here in the Northeast. If anything, if I keep them here, they definitely will need some sort of container because that's going to bug me. This we said was coming down here with the other Rubbermaids. All right, now I'm getting all of the birthday candles that have flown literally everywhere. We definitely need to replace our lemon squeezer. These things. Oh, look, this can go in the basement in the Christmas box with all my other Christmas cookie cutters. This is for like peeling oranges. I could definitely put this with my other kitchen tools in a drawer, which this might fit there too. This I'm not sure about. All right. Alas, I was dealing with candles. Trash, trash, trash. All these little leaves that you stick in cupcakes, they're trash too. They're old, discolored. There's toothpicks that fell in here. No one's putting those in their mouth. Okay. I'm actually going to take these out of the styrofoam. I know my numbers. All right, lastly for that shelf, this is for avocados when you put them in the fridge, and then this is for onions, and I feel like people don't use them because they're just, I don't know, they're not going to go plowing through that box. So I'm going to put those up there too. We will call that good, and I cannot help but notice that's the perfect spot for my gravy boats. All right, we have these little jelly jars, but I have a feeling we have more lids than we need. And then I'll get rid of any extra lids. All right, so I only have one extra lid. So I'm going to take a quick look in the fridge and make sure I don't have one of these in the fridge. I don't, so this one can go. first thing we're going to do is put things in here that I know are definitely going. We use these for like tortillas. Of course, this for other rolling things. Whoops. You know, these are tools we do use, just not very often. These, I feel like I could get rid of. We never use these. This, I feel like I could get rid of. Once in a while, I get in a butter dish mood, but butter dishes annoy me because they're always falling. This is too big and awkward for my tool drawer. We use this when we deep fry. This ice scoop. These don't fit well in my tool drawer, so I put them in here. This is for like straining cans, like if canned vegetable or beans or something, you just put it on top of the can and boop. Well, actually, boop. Egg slicer. And this is for cake decorating. We'll put this on top because I literally use this almost every day. I like to have quick grab scissors. Toothpicks. Actually, I guess I could put the toothpicks in here. And this one we never use either, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I am keeping these, but for now I don't have a better place for them, so they will go here. Look at all that space. This is the perfect space for this. And the cup that goes with it can go right here or right here. Maybe right here. This has to stay perfect for 5 minutes. That's all I ask. That is so much better. Wow. Now up here, I know the only thing I want to get rid of is this, and this is why. It's a Pampered Chef cutting board. You can sand them down, but it just gets all scratchy, and then fibers from meat, when you use it to cut meat, stay on it, and it cooks the meat in the dishwasher. It's disgusting. I'm not asking permission on that one. I mean, we can replace it with something better if we have to. But I have these. I have this one, which is basically the same thing, which I'd like to get rid of too. But I have a glass one for meat. I have wood ones for meat. And then there is a plastic one for those who are addicted to plastic, my husband. And then I have my parchment paper and my tin foil here. I would love to get rid of this, but I think my husband uses it, so we'll keep it. So there's nothing in here that we want to get rid of. This cabinet, this is my baby. I love this. I do have glass measuring bowls that go here. The only thing that bugs me is this. This is not necessary, okay? I do use these clothespins, but I think I don't want them there. These are like old, yellow, there's a hole. So I'm just gonna get rid of these in the trash. That needs to be emptied. I like keeping them here, because then I can just grab them. Because I've used them as like bag clips or frozen vegetable clips. I'm going to eat my lunch and then I will show you what we accomplished. So if you're finding this motivating, inspiring, I hope you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already, so YouTube will let you know when I upload other decluttering, cleaning, organizing videos. I love that nothing feels overcrowded. Everything has its own space, and we even have some empty spaces. This is looking good, and this will look. Everyone tells me which ones they want, which I've already asked 2 people, and they didn't want any of them. This was already good, and I love that it's right over the oven. This one just needed a very small tweak. Same here with this one, but this, oh, I cannot tell you how much joy this drawer now gives me. This feels pretty amazing too, and I can't wait to add some water bottles to it. I feel like I've taken back my kitchen, not just from the holidays, but from the last, like, oh, I don't know, 3 years. So let me know what you're decluttering. It is feeling so good to take back my house. Are you taking back your house? Oh, I can't even tell you. I know it's going to bless me every time I cook, every time I have to get a meal together. So I am very excited to be using my kitchen to cook tonight's dinner. Remember, as always, that God loves you and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.